Hi.
Hello.
How can I help you?
Going into the sheriff's office.
Anything else in your pockets? Just wait a second. Sir. Anything else in your pockets?
No.
Okay. Just wait a second. Okay. Now you can go.
And the sheriff's office is.
Last door on the left.
Hello. I need to find out the status of a case. No. I had it, but I don't know what happened to it. Also need to find out about video footage that body cam footage. Do I need the call number for that? I think I have that.
No, so we don't have all the body cams. The only thing that's in the
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Okay. My last name is Serenil. I'm the victim. What's that? Nil. Yes, ma'am. And do you have deputy complaint forms? Okay. Huh? 03/17/1978. Yes, ma'am. It happened 9/26/2024. The deputy? No. No, she wrote it down for me, but I can't find that paper. She might have been a one stripe, maybe a corporal. Not sure. Yes, ma'am, please. But do you have? I see because it's two different instances. So one is when I called, sheriff deputy responded, and then he didn't do anything. It wasn't until a few hours later that his supervisor came in with the assault. So I don't know if it's going to be tied to the same thing. Yes, ma'am. It all happened in the same day, basically. I called. The responding deputy was McCatery or something like that. He didn't do anything. That's the person I want to file um, a discrepancy report on. And his boss or his supervising officer, she came and she was like, "Well, yeah, we're going with assault charges on the security guard that assaulted me."
The narrative, the written everything do you want the body language? It's all from
It's all right here.
Yeah.
Do I have to bring in my own SD card, or you guys supply that? Is that why there's a charge? Because you guys supply the SD.
The body language that you will have is the recording of the deputy had.
Yeah.
So we have that. It's just that the evidence plus they have to review the video. They have to edit
They have
the
it.
video and then review it again. So that's why it's crazy.
They're gonna edit it.
Yeah.
What about a non-edited form? That's how are they legally allowed to edit the video?
I can look it up.
Thank you.
And then she'll have it.
Okay. This is why you always record, cause see, she's saying they're gonna edit the video, the original footage. That's crazy. They want to edit the video cam footage, the body cam footage. They want to edit it before they give it to me. Tell you, man, it's all so wild. They want to edit the video. Where are we? We're here. I told you I was coming. That's the guy. I vote for him every time he's up for re-election. I vote for him. So I'm one of his constituents. Here? Wild. Taking a shower. Good day to you, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you
You're
doing?
needing, you're requesting a record.
Yes, I have this.
Okay. Well, then here's this. That'll explain that part.
Okay.
So you need to fill it out and then make
Will
sure.
I get an unedited version of the footage that the original responding deputy took?
It depends. They have to edit per law. So if there
What law
are,
is that?
well, if you've got other people standing around, we have to edit those things out. And if there's juveniles, we have to edit those out. If the juvenile happens to be a child of yours,
Yeah, there's not any
okay,
of that.
well, that's what I'm just telling you.
Okay.
When there comes to editing, that's where the editing will come
Okay.
in. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, if
And-
there's no need to edit, then there's no need to edit.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
if there is a need to editing, we will let you know why.
Okay.
Okay.
And what's your name?
Mary White, I'm the
Mary-
records supervisor.
Cool. Also, a deputy complaint form. Do you guys have those?
I got her looking for a deputy for you right now.
Oh, they take a
Preferably
report?
Sergeant or detective, so you can talk to them. They can have it filled out.
Oh, they
Okay.
fill it out.
They assist you.
Oh, they assist me.
Yeah. So with that, when you fill that out, we're also going to need a copy of your ID, and there's a place you have to make sure you sign.
Okay.
Make sure we have your email because we do contact through the email.
Yes, ma'am.
That way you've got information and it's up to date, and we're not missing each other, and you
Correct.
don't come in.
Right, right,
Okay.
right. Sounds good, Miss White.
All right.
Thank you, Mary.
Pen's right here.
Oh, I probably want to take it with me. And the charge, I'm sorry, Miss White, I have one more question. The charge that you guys charge, that includes the SD card, right? Or do I have to supply that?
No, that'll include it.
Okay, excellent.
And usually we do it by, we send it to you by email so you can just download it.
Okay,
That way there's no extra cost.
right.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, you?
Not so bad,
What's
considering.
going on? Hey, I'm Thad. I'm one of the patrol supervisors in the SEO. So, you wanted to file a complaint. Tell me
Yes.
about your complaint.
So 9/25/26, I called 911 because a staff member at the hospital stole my phone from me.
Okay.
The responding deputy came. He said he couldn't do anything unless I promised to not record. So he was trying to uphold their company policy instead of my civil liberties.
Okay.
I was also assaulted by a security guard
Okay.
in the deputy's presence. the deputy was making up some CRS code, which was stating why the security guard was allowed to place his hands on me, which ended up not being true because his supervising officer came the next or a few hours later and came with the assault charges.
Okay.
So I want to file a complaint against your deputy for allowing me to be assaulted
Okay.
under color of law.
925, 26.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember what his name was?
McCarty or McCattery, something like that. McCathery,
Kean or McDermott?
maybe.
What
It's a
do you
Mick.
look
It was a young guy.
Young guy? Glasses?
No. He had black hair, parted. It was a morning shift.
Okay, probably McKeon.
McKeon.
Sorry, not McKeon. McKeon's my size, but a little heavier.
No, this is a slim
McDermott
guy.
is a tall, skinny guy, and he's in his 20s.
Yeah.
So probably McKeon. Okay.
I have his card. I just can't find it at the moment.
Okay. And that was at SMC,
The St. Anthony's right there.
Summit Medical Center.
Right.
Yeah. SMC is just
Yes.
That's
Acronyms. I know.
That's it's Summit Medical Center. Let's see. Could it have been on 9/28?
No, because I was 26, 27. Had to have been because it was post-op. I was a few hours post-op when all this happened. And I was operated on the 26th, which was a Friday.
Were you in the ER?
No, I was in ICU.
ICU?
Yes, sir.
So I have an end of watch at SMC for 9/28. So that would have been the night of 9/28. Are you David?
I am David
Serenelli?
Serenelli. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that would be this incident number. It was on 9/28, not 9/25. Morning of 9/29.
Well, I was, coming out of it. So.
That's okay. Date doesn't matter exactly. So, 26.
And there's no form that I can take with me
For what?
to fill out.
Like
As
a
a
written
complaint?
complaint?
Yes.
Yeah, I can give one.
Yes.
Would you rather do that than tell me about it?
No, I can tell you about it,
Okay.
and then I'll fill it out.
Sure.
And, I don't have anything to hide.
That's okay. And then, David, can I get a good contact phone number for you?
DAVID.
Phone number.
No, I can give you my email.
Okay.
It's
okay.
way more accurate than this phone.
Okay.
So
You-
David, SIRI, 48 @gmail.
Okay.
That's the most proficient way. I'm always checking my emails because of work
Sure. Okay.
and time off and stuff.
And it was just that instance that morning, correct?
With him,
Yeah,
right?
No more
Yeah.
interactions.
I haven't been interacting.
And so tell me what happened with the security guard.
So the security guard grabbed me by my ankles.
Okay.
I was trying to sit up in my bed, and I sat there for a while because it's like 6 or 7 hours post-op.
Okay.
They were trying to keep me away from my phones
Okay.
because they didn't want me to record them.
Okay.
The company policy says that if I'm recording them, they will deny service and leave the room. They can't create policy that allows them to steal, right?
Okay.
So that's not in their policy.
Okay.
The deputy, I asked him when I called, I was like, look, they took my phones from me. It's basically theft. And he goes, no, only if they want to keep it away from me. Well, they're not allowing me to get them.
Okay.
So would you please get my phones from me?
Okay.
And he said, well, I'm not going to get your phones unless you promise to not record them.
Okay.
I was like, look, dude, you uphold the Constitution, not their company policy,
Yeah.
right? He was like, he didn't want to get my phones from me, basically. And then when the security guard grabbed me by my ankles and slung me back into my bed, and I screamed for like 5, 6, because, I'm post-op, man. I had broken ribs, broken spine. All these things are broken on me.
Okay.
And the security guard did that. And then your deputy was making up some CRS code, which allowed this deputy or security guard to put his hands on me.
Okay.
So he's basically allowing this deputy to falsely imprison me into my bed, and he was making up a CRS code. So
Okay.
under the color of law, he was allowing my liberties to be violated.
Okay.
All that should be documented under
Were
his body.
you on a hold or anything like that?
What do you mean?
Like, did they have you? So
I'm
there
not
are
an inmate.
No,
I'm not a.
not
I'm
talking
not
about an inmate. So there are a couple of things where the hospital staff can basically restrict access to electronics, right? So one would be if you're on a mental health hold.
No.
So if you were on a mental health hold,
No.
emergency commitment would be
No.
like really intoxicated. That's
Right now.
There's another one where they can restrict the use of video recording devices if it would capture protected HIPAA information for other
Right.
people.
This is in my room.
So
I'm in a private room.
Okay. So in an ER, for example, you know how
I'm not in
ERs
an
are
ER.
really
I'm
private.
in an ICU.
Okay. Then why is he, the security guard, restricting your movement? Like they
It's a good
don't
question.
want to
They
allow
have an
you
open
to
case
leave?
on me right now.
Okay.
He did not want me to grab my phones.
Okay.
They put my phones 10 feet away from me on top of a restroom sink that was there in my room.
Okay.
That's why I sat up, because I was going to attempt to go grab them.
Okay.
Dr. Otto, who is my provider, did not put any, he can't move, don't let him do any of this.
Okay.
They didn't have any of that.
Were you on? So the only thing I can think of, and I'm just asking because I don't know because I wasn't there. So I used to be a medic, and occasionally we would have people that were on high doses of sedatives, post-op or like post-injury, right? We wouldn't want them to move basically so they don't fall and split their head open, right? Because they're still on a bunch of sedatives. Were you still on a bunch of that, or were you far enough off of post-op that should have been
There was
normal?
no restrictions on my movement
Okay.
placed by
That's
any
what I'm asking.
doctor.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm telling you.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
my doctor's name is Dr. Otto, and he
Okay.
can confirm that I don't have any
Okay.
movement restrictions at
Otto,
the time.
and is he a trauma surgeon? Or?
He is a surgeon at the place. Yeah.
Okay.
He's the general surgeon that
Okay.
they have.
Do you know who the security guard was?
No, I don't know his name.
Okay.
That's why I'm trying to find all that information out now.
No worries. What did the security guard look like?
He had glasses, long hair,
Okay.
like one of those old, where we cut it short on top and have it long in the back.
Like a mullet?
Yeah, he had a mullet.
Okay.
Long hair in the back, short on top.
Okay. Was it just him? Was he the only security guard? Because usually they work in pairs.
Yeah, he was the only one that grabbed me, flung
Okay.
me into my bed, and then covered me and then put his hands on my ankles.
There wasn't another security guard on that day, or
No.
they just went there?
I don't know.
Okay, no worries there. I just asked because they usually have two. So
Right.
usually if they're going to restrain someone, because they do restrain people like really intoxicated people,
Yeah,
things
I'm
like that
none
in
of
the ER all the time.
Right. I'm none of that.
No worries. So, were nursing staff present for that?
Yeah.
Do you
Everybody
know-
was I can't remember everybody's
No,
name.
no
I know
worries.
Paige was there. That was one nurse that was in charge, and she was the one that came and stole my phone out of my lap,
Okay.
because they don't have a policy that allows them to take any electronic devices from you. They cannot take them. You can read the policy.
Okay. I haven't
I
read their
have it.
policy in a long time.
I have the policy.
They used to have the one on the mental health holds. That's the only one I.
Yeah, I'm not
aware of.
any of that, sir.
No worries. And then who did you talk to supervisor-wise for security?
Well, when I was the security, I haven't talked to anybody on that.
Oh, I
part
thought
yet.
you said that after.
His
supervisor?
Yeah, one of your guys, a lady, she came in with the assault charges on the security guard because there were no holds.
Okay.
He wasn't allowed to touch
Do you
me.
know? So, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying that.
The deputy grabbed me?
No. Sorry, I thought you were saying that a supervisor or the security guard that grabbed you came in. So it was one of
No.
our supervisors that came in.
With the assault charges?
Yeah. Do you
Later on
remember
that.
who that was?
It was a lady.
Sergeant Thomas, maybe.
No, I don't know, man. I have her name written down in my car. I have to find it.
That's okay.
She generated an assault report.
So the only female supervisor we have is Thomas.
She has
Short
she doesn't
black
have,
hair.
Man, look at this. She has a hat on. She has one of those.
A single or
Yeah,
or
single.
a triple?
A single.
A supervisor. It could have been the senior deputy. So a single for us is a field training officer.
Okay, well, that's who came.
And that was that same night.
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
She has all the numbers. And
That's
everything.
okay.
It wasn't. It was later on in the morning.
Later on in the morning.
Right.
Okay. So here's what we do with these. So I'll give you a written statement. You're more than welcome to fill out a written statement, which is the same thing, a written complaint. We don't make a determination until we do a complete review. So I can't say whether what they did or did was inappropriate because I wasn't there, right?
Exactly.
And so I will make that statement.
I understand.
What we will do essentially the same thing that you're doing here by requesting camera footage and all that sort of stuff. We will put it under a review and go through and watch the body camera cells, right? If I was there, I could maybe say yay or nay. But if I'm not there, then we take everything at face value, right?
Exactly.
I don't know. Like I would tell you, body cams are a great tool because they record when we make mistakes, but they also justify our actions more times than not, where people make complaints and they're not valid complaints, right?
I get it.
So that's why we wear them. So we will review that. That will maybe take me a few days because
That's fine. You have my email.
Yeah.
I got time, buddy.
So what we do is we'll go through, we start the original call and see what the call notes, what the deputy was told, because we go on the information that we have, right? And so they may have gotten bad information from the hospital, right? Then we go and we take action based on what we can. If we find that a deputy is at fault or they did something appropriate, there's mistakes and malicious, right? Mistakes get corrected, malicious gets punished. That's generally how we do it, right?
Well,
so if
making up a CRS code to allow somebody to.
Do you remember what CRS code that was?
It's on his cam.
Okay, no.
I made sure I was like, dude, are you recording?
Yeah.
Over and over and over again because I didn't see an indication light on his.
Yeah, so we don't see how this little guy up there.
Right.
So that's the way it is.
Yeah, it was a little bit different than that. It's a little bit fatter. His camera was.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
Our agency only has one.
Yeah.
That's to make sure that they all work the exact same.
Okay.
So you can set it where it blinks right here.
Okay.
But if it's a night shift deputy, they're never going to have it blink because if we're trying to be sneaky or whatever, we don't want it to blink.
And it's a freaking target. Yeah,
Not to mention it's distracting because when they blink, they make a bunch of noise and people are like, why does that keep beeping at me? Well,
I get it.
It beeps.
No problem.
So I'm sure it was recording. They just don't have a visual stimulus for you guys. So we'll review that. We'll listen to the audio tape, and then we'll have to talk to security and see what their take on it was. Did you make a complaint with their security supervisor?
I'm starting from this point.
Okay, no worries. I'm just asking.
And then I'm going to work my way down to them.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
So they used to have an actual security supervisor that was like part of the security team.
Right.
Now they have a guy who's their like risk and safety manager. I forget what his name is. I've met him a couple of times, but I'm not the best at names. I'm good at faces.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to make a complaint with them, you could do it by phone or you could go in person and just make a complaint in person. And then they would review. I don't think that they wear cameras.
No, they don't wear cameras, but there is an assault. You guys did file an assault, so there's that number.
Okay. So let me see who came that morning too, and see what's going on with that. I don't remember who that would have been. So
take your time, find out as much as you can.
Yeah, let me get.
I'm a Summit County resident. I don't plan on going anywhere.
That's good.
So.
Let me grab a written statement and get that to you. You're welcome to sit here and fill it out.
Take it with me.
Take it with it and bring it back. If you bring it back when you bring this guy back, you can give it to them, and you can just I'll give you my business card. And you can just when you turn it in, I may not be here, but I will start the initial. So generally, how it works is I'll take the initial, do a quick review to see if I see anything that violates law. Then it'll also go to that deputy supervisor. I don't supervise him.
Yes.
I'm on the same side of the week.
Right.
But it has to kind of go through them unless they were on scene. If, like, say his supervisor is there and the complaint comes in, I won't review it, or they won't review it at all because they were there, right? So that's not fair to you to make a complaint. If I'm there with my team, my team does something, you make a complaint. That would be biased, right? So give me a second. I'll be back.
She's supposed to be getting me the report because I'm a victim of the assault. There's a written report.
Okay.
So.
So I don't have anything to do with records. That I have to let them do
Yes,
their
sir.
thing.
No problem,
let me
Mr.
get
Hall.
your statement. Yeah.
What we're doing is we're gonna make sure that we push as much as we can. So I gotta let them know that I'm not gonna just allow this to happen to me. I'm gonna file complaints. I even talked to Jamie on his body cam footage. I was like, look at what your dude's doing, Jamie. He's not upholding the Constitution. He's upholding this company policy. I'll give you your phones back only if you promise to not record them, is what he kept saying to me. So, yeah, we're gonna get him. I only like to run a audit when I have to. I don't really. I'm surprised my camera's still going. My live. $30 for every quarter hour. They want $30 for every quarter of an hour. What is that? Every 60 minutes in an hour, 460 is 25 minutes. No. 22. Something like that. What's up, not good Dan? $30. This is another reason why you should always record on your own. Because look at that. That's incredible. Every quarter hour they want $30. So if you got an hour, that's 30, 60, 90, $120 they want. Insane. They want $120 for an hour of video footage that they're probably going to edit anyways. I'm saying this: if it's Freedom of Information Act, how is it that they're charging you for the information?
Okay. So there's two incident numbers. I'll put both on there.
Yeah, one should have been the original call, right?
Yeah, so 24 and then dash 21744. So that's the original call with Victor. The second one is 21856. That's a second one, and that would have been FTO Courier that took the assault with them.
Right. True.
So just to clarify, you're saying the inappropriateness was it just in
With
this
this
first
case,
one?
yes, sir.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes, sir.
I put both dates, so that's why I was confused about the dates. And I said 928. It looks like 927 was the date you interacted with McDermott.
Okay.
928 was the day you interacted with FTO Courier.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just to let you know, I gotta watch both of them just to see what was said in both to make sure there's nothing
No
changing
problem.
or anything like that. So
Not a
it's gonna
problem.
take me a bit.
Yes, sir.
So this is a written statement. I gave you 3 pages of it in case
Okay.
you make a mistake and you want.
I'm probably gonna
right?
just scan it and then type it out on my laptop.
However you want to do it. You're also welcome to just, if you don't want to do it in this format, you can do it, just write like a letter or whatever and not. So this is how we do it with a handwritten, because we want to provide people a handwritten form. Some people want to write by hand.
Right.
If you want to do it just in an email, you're welcome to just email me. You don't have to do it on this official form. We will accept it. If you want to scan it and put it on here, you're also welcome to do that. Because some people are comfortable with technology,
Right.
and some people you
I
could be
love technology.
you could be a 7-year-old guy that doesn't have a computer,
Right,
and I gotta
right.
have a form for you. You know what I mean?
7-year-old guy would slide this into his typewriter.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's such a good example. So give me a little bit, and I'll get back to you. I got your stuff. If you have anything, my email address is on
Like the
there too.
lady said.
When you're done with that, just you can
I'll bring it.
bring it, or
It's
you
probably
can
gonna be like
email it.
Monday.
That's okay. You can email it to me, or you can bring it in person, whichever you're comfortable with.
Thank you.
I have this number is not always the best. If you need me, just call
Call
dispatch.
dispatch.
But honestly, email, since you like email, email's
I
the
like
easiest for me.
email. Yeah, me too.
I'm the training sergeant, so my schedule fluctuates.
Yes, sir.
And so that's the easiest thing.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk on the phone, you're welcome to.
No problem.
Any other questions?
No,
I
just-
shake your hand, but you got a cast going on, so we'll do that. All right, sounds good. I'll get back to you soon, okay?
Okay, and the report, she's gonna be bringing it?
I will check with her and
Yeah.
tell her I'm done. She's probably just waiting on you and I to have a conversation.
Right on.
She won't think I want.
It's to distract. It's to dissuade you from asking for the entire footage. It's to scare you. But being that I live in my truck, I don't pay rent, so I have an influx of rent money. Right? I always calculate rent out of my checks, even though I don't pay it. It's for savings reasons, and whenever an emergency happens. So when an emergency happens, I'll have those funds. Like now, I got $120 to give them for the hour footage. So I will not do that. Making up rules to allow the security guard to assault me. Yeah, well, they weren't in any of those holes. I'm not going to just let it go. Well, trials and tribulations, and not blinding yourself with hate and anger, and you'll learn things. Now, if you're consumed with anger and hate, you're not going to learn anything because you'll be blinded by these things. So, wisdom comes. I'm not afraid. I'm out there. So I'm sitting in his offices. I think it's a little bit of some scramble. I'm the victim. Call me for help. He's making some bullshit for staff. You know, that's one of the policy, the hospital policy. You can't create policy that allows them to break law. You can't. That's why they don't have a policy that says if you're recording, we're going to come take your phone from you. They don't have that. It's if you're recording, we're going to leave the room until you stop. That's the policy. That's how it's written. Not if you're recording, we're going to come to you while you're damn near incapacitated and steal away your phone from you. Because it's theft.
Yes.
I was bringing up the phone case on it, and at this time, I think you guys do Monday through Friday.
I'm gonna take a listen to the second the statements and stuff. I have to put out a good first for that. So I might need two of these things because I want one for the body and one for the good narrative and support. Because I don't want to try to come here to report it. Once you rewrote, then I see what to do. So then I just enter basic police report. Incident. 7.
So, good, right? I'm not very good. I don't want to argue myself. I don't really put my focus into that. Oh no, you're first. You're complete. Hola. So she's going through divorce and she needs to get some paperwork served to her half.
Look, and then they do this. Unlawful. It's unlawful to make you give up your identification card and everything. Like, you gotta give up your Fourth Amendment if you want your stuff. Oops. I'll be right back. So now we'll run through this again. Lady is going through a divorce. I don't even think I got my license on me. But I do have a copy of it. She said all I need is a copy. I got you right here. I sure do got a copy right here. So let's go back in here. They're gonna search me again because everybody's scared. That's how they got your freedoms. Scared you. Bang, baby. We got it, man. See? Got it. You ain't tripping, guys. Losing my hair. So much stress this is causing me. And that's not mine, that's yours.
Come on in.
Stop.
You're fine. Come on in.
Thank you, deputy. Okay, let me go get this back to that lady. Copy machine. I got you, man, right here. Good, huh? I know. That's not a law. It's just a policy. I get you. Said she doesn't make the laws, and I'm like, that's not a law. That's their little rule that they made up, which I probably can challenge, but nobody likes challenging anything, so they get all, It's getting colder up here in Summit County. It's not true. You made another desync? We're here filling out paperworks to start the process of processes. So, yeah. God bless America. I don't care. Filing complaints. So, you'll let me know next time you guys. Right on. But I'm good, right? You got everything you need. Okay. Thank you, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. And there you have it, guys. We've filed and talked and let them know that Dave's not going away. Dave's not going away. Government. See? Justice. For who? Now let's walk over here to the DA's office and be like, this is the case I'm talking about. You guys haven't heard anything about this yet? And why don't I have a victim's advocate? I want to talk to a victim's advocate. Yeah, dude, we gotta make it freaking work. You know? All right, I'm done with that. A perfect example of why you should always record the police. And they're like, oh, but I got body cam footage. It's fine. I got body cam footage. This is why. Digital, audio, video, body worn, motor vehicle video. All of it, right? Per hour, charge in quarter-hour increments, $30 for every quarter hour. So if you have an hour, that's $120. That's what they do to you, man. And the one girl's like, I don't make the law. Bitch, it ain't a law. This right here, that's not a law. That's what they want. Because they want to keep track of who fucking complains about them. Well, bitch, I'm one of the ones that complain about y'all. Training fucking. Yeah, fuck them motherfuckers, man. We're gonna need the civil rights lawyer. Cause yeah, you're a decent guy. And then the DA will come and be like, well, the victim has come and wants to know what's going on. But it looks bad because the original call responding deputy didn't do a fucking thing. He allowed that dude to assault me. He let him. He came up with a CRS code, which was allowing this fucking security guard. But then a few hours later, a different deputy came and said, no, he assaulted you. We're gonna follow through with this. So now I go back to the DA's office and I go, all right, so I need to find out what's going on with the status of this case. I'm the victim. I want to know why I haven't been assigned a victim's advocate for the assault. $120, guys, is what they want. $120. They must be still investigating it. But we do have it here. Let's go in and ask for a card. Shall we? I've got the case number. Do you have this is the case number right here.
I'm sorry?
I also need like a card of the attorney here.
Card of the attorney?
Yes, I can contact. Email something.
Well, hold on.
Oh, is this the advocates for the assault?
The Summit Advocates?
Yeah, because they never assigned me one, so I want to call this.
Okay. So there's two of them, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just leave you with that, and then I'm gonna go eat breakfast.
Well, you can take this with you. I just need to write down these case numbers.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So, and then we need to see if we have these first. So, and if they're signed or whatever, I need to figure out what's going on because I don't know.
Yes, ma'am.
And you said this occurred on September 26th, correct?
They're saying it's 27th and the 28th, so I was incorrect. But of this year, yes, ma'am.
So we don't have any of those. So it looks like they might be still.
Investigating it?
I'm sorry?
Investigating it?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't have anything here at the office. So.
Try to block the sound from
Yeah,
her.
no, that's fine. So there's.
Can I have a card?
Ooh,
You don't have? Yeah.
for,
Anybody in here?
well, once we get it.
So I can't have a card.
Case number and then assigned to an attorney. So at this point, we don't have any information on it. So there's no attorney on the case as of yet.
So I can't call?
No, because they're not going to be able to.
Yeah, I want to keep bothering them until they get it.
Well, that's not going to help. You can't call and bother somebody on something that we don't have.
So I can't have an email. You're not going to let me have an email or a card.
We don't have any information.
I know, but
So
I understand that, ma'am. I still want a card.
okay, but they
I want a card. It don't matter.
I can't. We don't have.
You can't just give out a card?
No, because there's nobody.
So you don't want to give me a card?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, then I would like a card, please. And I don't want any other. Just give me a card of someone, please.
It's hard to discuss your case.
Please.
I'm asking you.
I just want a card of an attorney here. No, just, I want a card.
But you can't, we don't have. any
Ma'am,
case.
I just want a card.
No. And once
Please.
we get your case and it's assigned, you will get a card, but we don't have any.
So you won't give me a card?
I can't at this point because we don't have anybody. We don't have any information.
So I can't have a card?
I can give you one, but I don't know what.
I'll take each one of those.
That's the elected DA.
This is the elected DA?
Yep.
This is who I voted for. Okay, good. Because I vote. Thank you. All that. You see? Like, bitch, I don't care about all that. Just give me a fucking card. There you go. Give me the one of the ones that's elected. The Heidi is who I elected. I voted for Heidi. I voted for Heidi and I voted for Jamie. I voted for these people. You know? Don't care about all that. I'll call the one that's elected and bother her. Don't put your freaking hands on me and think you're just gonna get away with it, any of you. Let me grab somebody by their ankles and fucking throw them back in their bed. I'd be in jail right now. So that was our venture. Even as a victim, because they know they were in the wrong. The first responding officer for not doing anything. They don't want to be in trouble. The sheriff's office doesn't want to be held liable for what the deputy did. So they're going to do the little runaround game. But it's not going to stop me from complaining and stomping my feet. Because if the role was reversed, I like how the investigating, like the training officer, Thad Hall, was trying to ask me if I was on some type of psychiatric hold, a reason why he was allowed to grab me. No, there is none of that. There was no hold, there was no, this or that, because if there was, there wouldn't have been an assault case filed. Because you're not allowed to just grab people. It don't matter if they're in the hospital. You're not allowed to grab anybody and throw them back in their bed. Not me. I'm a patient. Then turned into a victim of the security. So yeah, man. Gonna get it all straight. So that concludes this live stream of me visiting the sheriff's office and the Summit County DA. We'll keep you updated and posted on more live streams. I probably am going to look for this guy at night just to live stream him. You know, to ask him if he regrets allowing that. It's the meth? What's the meth? What's the meth, decent guy? What you're on? We don't do any meth. Cause yeah, he's a decent guy. Alright, I can't drive. I gotta let you guys go.